Hey guys, what's up? So welcome to episode 2 of the beginner series. Today we will get you started and also to share with you some of the key strategies that I use on early game to fast track my progress. Let's do just a quick recap about elemental relationship which I have shared in episode 1. So by now you should be familiarized with the 5 elements and how light and dark they are neutral to water, fire and wind. So it's key to know and important because by doing actually a elemental advantage that attack, you'll receive a bonus 15% critical rate and also increase and chance to land crushing hit, which will give you a 30% bonus in damage. This advantage will put you in a very bad situation where they will have an increased chance to land a glancing hit. That glancing hit normally will not deter you away from putting a harmful effects and also reduce the damage normally by 30%. And since you are on an elemental disadvantage, that will put you a further 16% reduction in damage, which is something not ideal and something you want to avoid as well. So do take note on that. So let's get things started. So let's set the first milestone is to clear second scenario map, which is Mount Seas, and to get Lapis, the Water Magic Knight. She's a very strong damage dealer, so we want to get her as soon as possible so we can clear the rest of the scenario map as fast as possible. So for a start, Elia will bring you through some of the first few summon, and everybody will start off with 2 same mobs. So which are the 2? So I will just show you which are the 2 that we'll start off with. Will be Water Fairy, which her name is Lucia, and Fire Hell, which the name is Seek. So we will actually begin by going to Garen Forest on the first stage to clear it. Just a basic walkthrough. So key thing to know about scenarios. So each scenarios actually will drop you either a unique set of runes. They could be a monster, unknown scroll, or even crafting materials. So you will want to, for a start, what we do is we want to use those mobs that we have to clear them as soon as possible. Just run through the whole scenario. It should be quite easy, very smooth sailing. And once we have cleared stage 7, we will actually get Lucian, the Light Elven Ranger, the first damage dealer that we have just before Lapis. Alright, so the first one, once we have cleared the first stage, which is here, the outskirts, you will get an unknown scroll which Lai will walk through you to go summon it. You will get Wind Vagabond, everybody will have the same. So you will get Wind Vagabond, and you'll use that to bring in a 3-man team from second stages onwards to proceed until you are able to clear stage 7. So after getting Lucian, then you will, the main team I will recommend you now from now on from Mouseys will be to use Lucia, Seek and Lucian. Lucia, Seek and Lucian. So these are the main 3 that I will use. I personally don't like Roy because it's kind of weak. So Lucian will be a good damage dealer for this map until you get Lapis, which she will actually replace Lucian on the role, on damage dealer role. So right now they will also prompt you to clear your first arena battle as well. With the first opponent that you have, which the name is called Greedy. They will proceed here, arena, you click on to rival, there's this guy called Greedy. And once you have done so, you actually get Light Garuda, which the name is called Theon. He's a good reviver, can be used for a much later game, like maybe Tower Ascensions. But right now, I will recommend to just keep him up to maximum level of maybe say level 25 or the max level for 3-star. I won't recommend to use it because his brother is much more better, which is the Water Garuda. Water Garuda is so much better in usage, so most likely you will use him over Theon. So once you have done so, Alright, so once you are done, so you basically open up arena. So what are things that you want to know right now is that player leveling actually will be very fast from level 1 to 20. So each time you level up, you will get your energy and wings refilled to the full. So you want to take advantage of this by doing some of the careful planning and to maximize our chance on the glory points. Because glory points, we will need that glory points to spend on main two things for now, will be Devilmon and Sanctum of Energy. Devilmon costs 180. You can tap onto the shop and under the glory shop. Devilmon only is able to purchase, we only able to purchase once per week. So it costs 180 glory points, and Sanctum of Energy, it gets much more costly as you upgrade on the building. Sanctum of Energy basically increase your energy capacity, the max storage they call it. So you want to increase the size as much as possible, so that each level up you will refresh energy, refill your energy to the full on that. So how do we do that? Clearing the wings. So for a start, you go under battle. You just go on to just spend all the 10 wings. You don't really want to don't really care about whether you win the game, win the PvP, you win the percent or you don't, because every wings will net you 1 glory point for minimum. If you win, you will get 3 glory points. You should just use them accordingly. Just spam them, clear up all the wings and stuff. So the best step to do, the ideal step to do, is to clear a few energy so that you have about, say, 5 energy gap to the capacity, because arena there's a chance for you to refill to energy. So just use a bit on that and head on to arena to spend all the wings before you level up. So you want to make full use of this, because this is only the golden opportunity where you can get a huge amount of glory points through this way of farming. So notice that I have the best score that I had was spending 240 wings. So that it was on the if I remember correctly, it was about, I think it was the second week of the arena farming that I did while leveling up. So I spent all those wings and I was able to get to take part in 214 wings without any refills. Means that I don't recharge. Basically they are all spent and level up. I use them again over and over. So be sure to take note of that while you level up. So important thing to note. Okay, now let's head back to Mouse's right here. So right now what we're going to do is that we'll bring this 3-man squad. Will be Water Fairy, Firehound and Lucian. These are main 3 that I'll suggest leveling them up. So if you can't pass through the stage, you could go back to Garen Forest to level them up a bit, and equipping all those runes that you have gotten from there as well. So the other way is that another efficient way that I would highly recommend is to, of course, adding friend and mentor. How do you do that? So you head on to community tab, where you go under the friend and add friend. They have already suggested friends on there, so just tap on all of them, and once the other party side have accepted your request, then you can actually use their reps to assist you to clear scenarios. Mentors and mentees are also something that you want to take note of as well. So mentor are only they are all at level 50, so those reps that they have set are most likely much more higher quality than those suggested friend. You want to use them sparingly, only to clear certain maps that you can't get past, to save you some time. So you can only use them once every 24 hours or every reset. So be sure to use them sparingly, just to clear scenarios. So once you use a mentor, you will be able to get the 5 energy from them. They themselves also be able to get 5 energy once you have used their rep as well. Just a way of saying thanks. Okay, so this will be the one of the key important way to get you through. So of course, if once you have leveled up to when your chat channels are unlocked, you can head on to any of the channels. Just be active on the channels and ask for some help. Basically just saying that I'm looking for reps to help me on scenarios, if anybody can help me, kind of thing. So just type that, and those high level, if they have slot, they will most likely be able to assist you on that. Just be friendly and just ask for help. So those are the key ways, important facts, important strategy that I use to level up quickly. You will notice that the friends that I use, some of them are from my main account. So this is how I add them, so that they will help me to progress much more easier, even without what we call a very strong mobs like 4-star or even 5-star monster. Okay, so now is that we will want to we will basically be clearing the mousies. So you should be able to clear mousies within the first few hours, maybe less than 2 hours. You should be able to clear them. So once you have done so, you will get Lapis, the Water Magic Knight. So she will now be replacing Lucian. Lucian is the recap is the light Elven Ranger. She will replace her as the damage dealer. You will no longer need light Elven Ranger. So now your focus will be on first will be on Water Magic Knight, Seek the Fire How, Tion, which is the Light Garuda, which you have received the first light monster you will receive, and also on the Water Fairy as well. So these are the main 4 you want to focus on for the game for now. So you will want to run, I'll recommend you to run through Mousies again, just to get the a few sets of 3 sets of actually Fatal Runes. Actually just two runs will do. So just to get 2 more sets so that you can equip Seek, which is the Fire Hound, and Elucia, which is the Water Fairy. Fatal will give you a 35% bonus here. So they will increase by 35% when you equip a set of 4. So once you equip them, they receive a bonus. They will not need to power them for now because they are quite low level runes, 1 star or 2 stars. I will not recommend you to power them. You should be able to clear without powering up for now. So just equip accordingly. Lapis, you will need Fatal Energy. Seek, you will need Fatal Energy. Tion, you can just equip them with a full set of energy, and Elucia will be Fatal Energy as well. Okay, so by leveling up runes, you want to do that only when you want to clear the daily quest. So it depends on what time you start. So you want to clear the daily quest, which is under challenge, which is you will show this daily mission, where they will say daily rune maintenance to power root 3 times. You just need to do 3 times per day, be it successful or not successful, that considered as part of the times that you're going to use. Okay, so right, so once we have get that, then we will be able to proceed on to Kabir Ruins. So this is the next milestone we're going to set. We are going to clear Kabir Ruins, and by clearing that, we will unlock Cairos Dungeons. So as I mentioned, so Kabir Ruins, you are able to bring this in with Lapis, Water Fairy, Tion, and Seek. So this will be able to help you clear very smoothly all the way until the last final stage of Kabir Ruins. So for Kabir Ruins itself, you will want to set it to clear the left side first, which is the Wind Sylphid, before clearing the Wind Sylph, because Wind Sylphid is more irritating with all the shields, so you want to kill her first. So by clearing, you will actually be rewarded with a 3-star energy rune set, So right now, what my suggestion will be to hold on to them first. I'll explain to you why later. So now that your Cairos Dungeon is unlocked, I will suggest now that you head on to Giant's Keep and proceed B1 to clear them. Okay, so for Giants B1, you can use any of the mobs, you should be able to clear them. So let me just do a quick demo. Let me bring just any random. So I will have, say, let's say I bring C, I bring Roy, I bring Lucian, I bring Theon, and perhaps any of the randoms 2 stars that you may have. So just random. Okay, so I just bring in. So you should be able to clear Giants B1 very easily, and by clearing the first time, you should unlock the Giants Keep Master challenge on that under the challenge tab. So you can put on auto. So they will be unlocked. So what you do is that you just head onto there to complete the first quest and to claim your first reward, which is Shannon the Wind Pixie. She's very important, part of the plan for you to later stage where we want to clear Giants B5 and Giants B10. B stand for basement, so in short, just B. Alright, so you should be able to proceed. Even you see that those are the just random squad that I bring in. Some of them don't have rune as well. You should be able to clear them quite easily. Then once you have those, once you have cleared them, and I will say that to equip the energy runes, you obtain 2 sets to Shannon, so that you can start using her for the and prepare her for the next map, which is YWeii region. Mountain White region will be mainly based on water mobs. Some of them could be wind, but you should be very efficient in doing that. Remember the elemental advantage. Wind has actually advantage over water, so the scenario monsters will always be doing a glancing hit on Shannon if they were to do so. So you clear the Giants Keep one. So what you do is that you hit on to challenge. Under the challenge tab, you unlock this Giants Keep Master, and how to clear will be they open up this strategy info. Just to hit on there, and they will say that to view the strategy info of Giants Keep, what you need to do is to hit back to Cairos Dungeon and tap on this tab called Monster Use. This will be part of the things that you need to complete as part of the quest. Once you have done so, you just hit back to challenge under the Giants Keep Master and claim Shannon. Shannon actually will be inside your gift box, so you can just claim them accordingly and level up. So the next squad that we are going to bring to YWeii region, which I will share you with in the next video. Just to keep things short, things that you need to prepare for the Mountain White Dragon will be, I will mention again, will be Lapis, will be Water Fairy. You can bring Shannon or Theon. Sorry, you will not bring Seek because it will be a water. It will be a disadvantage to Seek. So what you want to do is you want to bring Shannon, and as well you want to bring Theon for a start. So this will help you to proceed quite smoothly for YWeii region. Something you can prepare ahead before I showcase on the next video. So important things to highlight at this point of time. So let's cover again. So energy and wings, always clear them before you level up. Make sure you clear the wings first over energy. I will take priority over that. You will delay the collection of the awards on the daily mission under the challenge tab. I will always delay it until I need it to get the extra experience points to cross over to the next level once I have actually used up all the energy or arena. So this is meant to just to cross over to the next level. And you will notice that even until at this point of time, where I am already at level 28, my challenge tab are still quite full. I have not actually redeemed because I only use them just for the experience point to cross over to the next level. This is to maximize the energy and the glory points that I actually used to farm the glory points. Right, so the next thing that will be important will be on mana, which is the mana stones. Mana stones are very important, so for the early game, it's going to be very limited resources, so because we will not be able to farm that fast. So sell all your 1-star to 2-star runes for now, and you only need to power up 3-star runes and above. And a good general guide will be to, if you want to power up the runes, you will power up slot 2, slot 4, and slot 6. Give it a +9 if you need it, and for slot 1, 3, and 5, I think you only need to give it to +6. Don't go more than that. Anything further than that will not be very helpful. Summoning is one of the process that I really want to farm part of the game itself. So for summon, you only actually need to do summons 5 times per day. That could be done through either social summon, which is the social points that you have get by giving them by adding them through friends. Social points, just to help you to understand, so social points you'll get by giving them once per day to your friend list by clicking here on the heart. So that's where you get your social points. You will need to summon 5 as part of the quest, whereas under here summoning, you need summon, oh sorry, my bad, so you need summon 3 times per day. Why did I thinking of 5? Okay, so you need summon 3 times, only 3 times a day. So resources are a bit rare for a start, so you could complete using unknown scroll 3 times or social summons, which is here. What are the monsters you might want to keep? Things that are fusion materials, and also keep a lookout on Garudas and also Pixie, because those are very important for you to skill up the mobs. So fusion food. So how do we know that it is a fusion food? So one way to know is to check out that there's this gold symbol on the bottom left hand of the monster icon. So those means that they are a fusion material. So you want to keep them and perhaps lock them up just in case that you forget about them. So just take note. Let's move on to a few more things. So before we round up this video, so magic shop they will unlock when you actually reach level 6. Then you actually just build them on the map itself. So just a few understanding about magic shop will refresh every hour, so be sure to check them out. What are the runes, maybe what are the things that's available for you to purchase. At this point of time, because I mentioned earlier, mana is actually very important resources. You will only want to purchase 2 things. One is Water Garuda, and the other one will be on the Pixie. Please take note that Pixie and Hapu are 2 different things. I always get them mixed up for a start. So they look very alike, very, very alike, if you did not notice. So this is Pixie, and let me show you Hapu. Hapu is this. Now you know that they may be different, but when you comes to leveling them up, you may just mistook them as part of another family. So just take note of them that you are leveling up the right mobs and skilling them up accordingly. So for magic shop, I will recommend you to avoid buying mystical scroll as well as scroll or summoning pieces, because they are very costly. They cost you probably about 130k mana, which you could do a lot of things with it, like powering up runes. they will not be part of the critical to fast track your progress, so I will say to delay them. But if you're really keen and feel like opening some of the scrolls, by all means go ahead and buy them. Just buy the mystical scrolls, the summoning pieces, the scroll pieces, the legend scroll, the light and dark pieces. It's very costly, so don't buy them. Right, so once you move on to one more level, you actually unlock Temple of Wishes. You'll actually be able to claim your one free wish per day. Note that actually they don't accumulate to the next day, so be sure to use them within the 24 hours. So you can make a wish a day, and once you have done so, every additional wishes is 20 crystals. Do not throw them into the well, because the chances of getting a good reward is very, very low. It's not very worth it. Even if I get 20 crystals from here, I won't want to wish again, because I just earn and don't want to waste any more of the resources. Crystals are very premium currencies of the game itself, so I will say that the first thing that you want to spend on will be on Crystal Titan, which is this building. You can actually head on to shop under building and on this Crystal Titan. What this does is it's a crystal producer, so it does produce one crystal every 8 hours. They will be stocked at a maximum of 3, so be sure to collect them. Why I recommend it? Because it's for a long-term investments. The crystals will early game. You can actually build them out very quickly. It only costs you 300 crystal for a start. Crystal can be gained through events. Events will give you rewards that will help you to get your crystals very fast. 300 crystals is very worth it to invest if you are looking for at least a mid-term to long-term game to continue on this game. Highly recommended to spend on Crystal Titan, so be sure to build it early. And if you want to summons, do not use crystal. Always go for the premium packs, which can go under special tab. It costs you 750 to buy a premium pack. Why do you want to do that? Because you always net you an additional 1 mystical scroll compared to just summoning using the crystals. And you also get an angel mon for each attribute as well. Angel mons are for you to power up to gain EXP as a huge number of EXP within just one power up. So these are the few bonus that why actually all players will definitely go for premium packs if you want to summon. Okay, so that's all. Let's round up for this video. So this is all. So in the next episode, I'll be focusing on 3 points, which will go in depth into leveling, arena farming, as well as summoning and powering up. These are the main 3 aspects that I will want to share with you guys, so that you can actually understand before we move on to another scenario maps. Alright, and thanks again. So thank you for watching on this episode. I hope that will help you. If there's anything that I could do to help you improve, you can always put your comment at below of this video, and let me know what suggestion that good content actually could help you on that. And alright, so yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Right, thanks, bye.